Hey, I'm Jen, and I'm talking about making space for the new thoughts that help us take better care of ourselves. I'm Jen Anderson. I'm an empowerment life coach, and I teach people how to take better care of themselves. We are going to have a really hard time taking really good care of ourselves if the thoughts are running through our mind that don't line up with self-care. But I don't know if you've noticed, sometimes when we try to think a new thought, like I love myself completely, no matter how I look in the morning, no matter how much I weigh or what mistakes I've made, we get met with some resistance and the brain's like, if they put on the brakes and they're like, absolutely not. So let's look and see how to make some space. And I want to share a story with you about my son. We have a rule in our house that when your grades are below a C, you lose your gaming time. And his grade dropped below a C. And he worked really hard for a while to try to get us to change the rule. It's not going to do any good to keep gaming away from me. That's not going to raise my grade, which are some really good valid points. But we truly believe that it's valuable for our children to struggle for things that they want. And if the good grade isn't what they want, then at least gaming is what they want, and they know what to do to earn it. So it didn't work. We kept the rule in place, and we offered ideas, and when we would offer an idea, he'd be like, that won't work. That won't work. I tried that and it won't work. And a few weeks went by, and we started watching him get a little bit resigned and give up. And then we had a talk. I said, hey, by any chance, are these thoughts running around in your mind right now? It's impossible and I can't. And he's like, I said, okay, can you think that I can do this and this is totally possible? And he's like, but it's not. I'm like, okay, all right, there's not room for it yet. May I hold the space for you? May I hold this belief and let you know that without a doubt, I know you can raise your grade. I know you're completely capable. And I don't want to send any messages to you that I don't think you're capable by moving the finish line for you. Because I know you can make it to the finish line, so I'm going to keep the rule. But I'm also going to let you know that I believe 100% you can do it. You have what you need inside to figure out your best solutions. You're going to know things even I don't know about how to access things to get the help that you need. But until then, may I hold this idea for you and you know it's waiting for you? He's like, okay. So a couple days went by, and then I noticed him cleaning out his room. And it was a good overhaul. Like things were on the line. He was throwing stuff out. He was returning things that had been lost for who knows how long in his room that belonged to other people. This is when you get to see all the things you didn't even know you were missing, huh? But I thought, awesome. I got really excited because this is something that I know is that the way we clean our environment is very often the way we clean our mind, and that he was making space for something. And I hoped I knew what, but I didn't know for sure. Well, about a week later, he comes to us and he says, my grade's up. I'm ready to play. And it was celebration. We were so excited. He had the best gaming night ever. But what had happened, let's just run through this little equation. I'll explain what happened and how it applies to making space for the thoughts that will help you take better care of yourself. So we have a circumstance, of a thought about the circumstance, the feeling, then the action, then the result. With the thought that I can't do it, this is impossible, the way he began feeling, first of all, was he's tried to change his circumstances, which is usually what we do. And then he started giving up. And well, he was feeling hopeless and out of control. When he started feeling those things, he started to give up. And then the result was the grade stays the same. Well, when he switched that thought out, I can do this, it is possible, The feeling was more of curiosity. And then the action was he started coming up with more creative solutions, things that I didn't even think of, to solve his problem, and his grade went up. So when we are thinking things like, I don't deserve it, it's my job to make people happy, it lines up with the action of not taking care of ourselves. So the solution is to think new thoughts. But sometimes there isn't space yet for those thoughts. So I'm going to give you a little coaching technique that I give my clients. When you are trying to think a new thought, first of all, you recognize when the old one comes up, which is, I don't deserve it, it's my job to take care of everybody. You immediately replace it with the one that serves you best to get you the feeling that you need to take care of yourself. So if you're trying to say, I am worthy, I do deserve it, and your brain says, it says absolutely not. That thought does not belong here. That's okay. It's just because it's so different from the other thought that you thought so many times. So you can tell yourself, your mind, actually I'm practicing the thought that it is not my job to save everyone from struggle. It is not my job to keep someone from disappointment. I am worthy of this. And I'm just practicing that thought. And usually the brain will make some space for that and eventually accept it and let it settle into that little room that you made just for that thought. Now, if you're having trouble with that, may I hold the space for you? May I hold the space and let you know that I completely believe this, that it isn't your job to save everyone from struggle. It isn't your job to make people happy, and it isn't your job to take care of other people, especially the ones that can take care of themselves. Can I hold the place that struggle is worthy? It's valuable. And can I hold the place that you are completely deserving of love and care, that you are worthy, that you're enough right now? Okay? Can I hold that for you? Because I know 100% it's true. And I know 100% that you can do a great job taking care of yourself and teaching the people around you how to do the same. All right. If you have trouble accepting those things, I've got the space for you. Go ahead and give me a call and I can help you through it. Okay, good luck.